Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. This is the fourth movie in the original Planet of the Apes franchise, and I have seen the other three on the channel. So if you haven't checked out those reactions, go back, watch those reactions, and come back to this one. Or if you just want to watch this reaction, then you can stick around here. But I'm pretty excited for this one. I've really enjoyed two of the movies in this trilogy, and I didn't love one of them. I will leave you guys to figure out which ones I loved and which one I didn't. But I'm hoping for some really good prosthetics in this one, some good music again, because the music by Jerry Goldsmith has stayed very consistent throughout the last three movies, as well as I'm expecting a really insane ending. But before we get into the reaction, if you want to check out more of my reaction to my Patreon of uncut and early access reactions to my movies and TV shows that come up to 3 weeks early, as well as exclusive Patreon live streams, movie polls, movie reactions, and so much more. Thank you so much for checking out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so I'm assuming that the son of Zira or daughter of Zira, I don't remember what gender that monkey was, but whatever, the baby of Zira and Cornelius, I'm assuming that they are going to be the main character of this movie. So anyways, without further ado, I hope you enjoy my reaction to Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. North America, 1991. This would have been the future when this movie was made. Wow. All the apes are slaves, it seems, at the moment. Remember what Cornelius said about how the apes rose out of slavery and became the leaders of the planet? I'm assuming that's what's going to happen in this movie. Not by Jerry Goldsmith this time, the music. The budget was not enough for him, it seems. So did all of these apes come from the one smart ape, or is this just what apes look like? I love seeing the different extras pretend to be like orangutans, you know what I mean? Not orangutans, sorry, chimpanzees, my bad. Got a chimpanzee on a leash.
Do you have authorization to dress him like that?
Oh, yes, sir.
What? They have to be dressed a certain way, too.
And the only one ever to have been trained as a bareback rider.
Wait, this is what's-his-face. I didn't even realize. It's Khan!
Armando, go ahead.
Thank you.
This might be the son, then. If it's a son. I think it's a son.
Did I do all right? Yes.
You did perfect.
After 20 years, you've picked up evolved habits from me. That could be dangerous.
Wow, 20 years raising this kid.
Armando, I don't understand.
Now listen to me, Caesar. There comes
Caesar!
the child of the two talking apes.
Ah, it's Caesar, baby!
Future, and were brutally murdered for fear that one very distant day.
They were brutally murdered. It's interesting that mankind has enslaved like the apes now, you know what I mean? Has enslaved the chimpanzees because of Zira and Cornelius.
Their masters are to be cited and fined. Repeat, their masters are to be cited and fined.
Oh man, they're all working these janitorial jobs. Exactly what Cornelius said. Made to serve humans. And I'm assuming they're gonna riot eventually.
At the foot of ramp 6. Repeat, disperse unauthorized ape gathering at the foot of ramp.
Caesar's actually a good name for the main character, you know what I mean? You know, he's a conqueror, you know what I mean?
Go! Go!
The poor ape's asleep.
Go! You go!
Let her rest!
Apes like pets.
They did, in the beginning.
They've made slaves of them.
Exactly.
They all died within a few months. 8 years ago, every dog and cat in the world. It was like a...
Oh my god, it's already happened.
Even the smallest ones. That's how it began. Humans wanting little household pets to replace the ones they had lost.
So it shows chimpanzees. I'm assuming that they can understand English, maybe? Or maybe just sign language still.
No. Yes.
Oh.
Funny, now that I know they won't kill me, I don't enjoy them.
What? What a weird thing to say, you know?
Home, Lisa.
Say thank you. Say thank you. Why are humans so mean?
Drink. Would you be kind enough to display a couple of these posters?
Stop it!
What?
No, Zelda, no!
What did she do?
Out in just a minute. I want to be combed out now. I have to go to a luncheon.
Thursday then.
What did she do? Poor Zelda.
All out of razors.
Oh, here, take mine.
I hope it's really windy and this woman's hair gets ruined.
The labor demonstration on the South Plaza will be terminated in 5 minutes.
What is this
Repeat.
demonstration for?
A messenger. For the governor, so get.
Interesting demonstration. Go human, not ape.
Full of them.
Oh.
Who said that?
It wasn't any of the apes, sir.
Lousy human bastard.
We said yell.
Lousy human bastards!
Yeah, could be.
It could be him. No, he did not speak.
I admit my behavior.
I thought his first word was supposed to be no.
Oh, Mando, forgive me.
Oh, no. You only said out loud what I was thinking. No.
Oh, no, please.
No, that's the first place they look.
So they're kind of on the run now. Unless the police just choose not to pursue them, you know?
Oh, but Amanda, where would I go?
Oh, you wait right here. If this works, I'll be back by nightfall.
But what if it doesn't?
Yeah, I really hope it does.
But just in case.
Don't say that, Amando.
Now, you must try to infiltrate one of
But
them.
Amanda, I don't...
Apes imported from overseas arrive naked. So you'll have to...
Naked.
Right now, the only safe hiding place for you is among your own kind.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. He's right. If the humans catch wind that this guy can speak, it's gonna be hell on earth.
Lousy inhuman bastards. And by the blessed St. Francis who loved all animals, I meant it. You see,
That's a good cover-up, actually.
Of the entire human race.
Mr. Governor, it's my understanding the baby was shot dead with its parents.
It was. There was a baby shot dead. That was actually insane.
but surely, Mr. Governor, you can't be serious.
Haskins the cassette, please.
What? The cassette?
And the female should be rendered incapable of begetting another.
Yeah, but instead they were shot.
Including my own.
Where a small chimpanzee was found.
The only chimpanzee ever to be born in...
Yeah, that chimpanzee was there before, you know?
Mind you, of the seriousness of our problem.
Oh wow, he's kind of tall.
No, sir, I would not.
He physically assaulted his own master.
But only after what must have been severe provocation.
Yeah, there we go.
Results and bruises inflicted by a beating.
Which he no doubt richly deserved.
What? Why? What?
Has your ape ever talked or shown any signs of being articulate?
No, never, no.
Never in my presence. Or anyone else's.
But not in my presence? Yes, I've heard him. He didn't know I was there. Oh. Hello, Caesar. It's kind of sneaky, this guy, Caesar. So are these apes being transported to new owners then? An overseas ape? I feel like that's really connecting heavily to something that happened in the past with the Atlantic Ocean.
We'll proceed direct to conditioning cage 9-0. After fingerprinting,
It is actually just the slave trade.
repeat one additional copy of all chimpanzee fingerprints for their file.
Whoa, what is this? It's like the chimp, not even the chimp, the ape immigrant camp. Oh my days. The lights are insane. I would go crazy if there were these disco lights all the time. What the heck? What are you training them for? Is this just torture? Maybe they're training them to not fear fire? Ooh, scientific tests too. Oh. I can't wait for Caesar to say no. I can't wait for him to say no. They're gonna want the banana. Oh. They're like, whoa bro, we're just saying hello. He's really nice for sharing that banana, though.
Would you say there's a resemblance?
Oh, no.
Look very carefully. Like father, like...
What? It's a drawing. Are you serious? They all look like that. Huh. Almost. Good try. Genius. You did it so like poshly too. Stop. Yeah. I guess this is also training. If they're gonna do like household things or be servants, I guess this must be like ape training as well.
Control. 4 females have arrived for insemination. 3 gorillas
What?
and 1 chimpanzee.
What the heck? Did not expect those words to go out of her mouth.
Chimpanzee and send them to the breeding annex immediately.
Oh, what? They're making these guys breed with people now too? What the heck? Oh my god, you just lounging on a couch. Yeah, she's into it. She's like, okay, let's go. If I have to be here, I'll make the most of it.
Credited after auction.
Wow. If this is not a discussion about the slave trade and also immigration to a certain extent, then I don't know what is. Look at their uniforms as well. Those are not regular police uniforms. Those are scary police uniforms.
That conditioning was not considered necessary, but it certainly can be provided on request.
Why would you want to beat up the chimp? You don't deserve. You suck.
50 over there on the end, 950 on the end. 1,000 from the gentleman on the end. $1,000 over here, $1,000.
Not that much.
Gentleman, going to this gentleman. Going.
Buy him.
1,500. 1,500
Oh my god.
for his excellency.
They know. They know this must be him.
Where's that IQ breakdown?
Sir, we've just received this rather disappointing report on the new automated sanitation plan.
You haven't...
Do you see that bookshelf in the background?
No, please.
He acts a little dumb there.
All of us were slaves once, in one sense of the word or another.
If you feel the ape's unsatisfactory,
What does he
Mr. Governor, we
say?
can send him back for
What does that mean?
Sir, all I meant was it's the only thing that seems to have any effect.
Just makes them worse.
Some of them
Aw.
couldn't be.
At least this guy is kind of on the side.
Meanwhile, we're going to set a good example and recondition this little fellow ourselves.
What? I see what he's doing. Find a random name on the page or something that he stops at. Ah, he found Caesar. That's actually incredible. He's a little worried. He's like, this ape is dumb. But what if?
I don't think we'll ever make a bartender out of Caesar. Have him detailed to the
Why?
command
A
post.
Caesar is also a drink, you know, that you can get at the bar. So maybe it's not the king type of Caesar you're thinking of. Maybe it's the drink. Maybe he would be a good bartender.
There is a report of unescorted apes in the plaza. Investigate.
Feels like all the apes have this connection to him in some way, or see something different in him.
First check the priority, then the action addressing.
Do.
You just gave him a red slip of paper and said, do. What is he supposed to do?
Inspector Hoskins and I have come to believe that your ape is not the child of the 2 talking chimpanzees.
Have you actually come to that conclusion already? You tested him once with brandy.
Then I'm free to go.
Boy, as soon as you sign this sworn declaration.
Saying that you won't sue them.
And now we'll check this with the authenticator,
Then you'll be free to go.
I feel like he just signed something else.
Oh, it's just a formality. Sit back down, please. It'll just take a moment.
What the heck is this? What kind of technology did they think was going to happen in 1991?
Now there. You see? But that's not really a bad black.
Why did they just do this to begin with?
The circus ape is incapable of speech.
Say yes.
You are treating me like a criminal.
Sit back, please.
No.
How is the machine making him tell the truth?
No.
Is it like this, just this intense light or something? Making him uncomfortable? Oh my god.
I knew that circus owner was lying.
I did not expect him to fall out the window. They just killed off an insanely good actor by having him fall out of a window. So randomly too, I may add. All those posters are up, but we're never gonna get a show. Be mad. Yes. Be mad.
From widely scattered households throughout the city who had gathered clandestinely in the unused
Rebel.
the behavior and whereabouts of their servant apes.
Something's going on. Oh! Something is going on. Can you imagine getting arrested for jumping on trash in public? Like if you were just walking on the sidewalk and you jump on trash, can you imagine if you just get arrested? That'd be crazy. I like that guy. That guy looks super smug and awesome. Oh my god. The rebellion is about to begin. I'm assuming that Caesar was talking to these apes at some point to get them to gather and stuff, but I feel like we didn't see enough of that. Rip his sock. Paint his sock black. Yes! Even better. That'd be so annoying. Kerosene. Maybe you're not so much a chef. Oh! Oh, he totally meant to do it. Never mind. You are so much a chef.
100 rounds ammunition.
100 rounds of ammunition. Where are they getting all these guns and stuff? This is so awesome. I'm assuming they're just stealing from their masters' places of work.
And I'm going to crush them once and for all.
You will not crush them, sir. You will only further aggravate the problem.
This guy is the only rational human on the planet. Flamethrower Caesar? Can you imagine he just walks up with a flamethrower?
There are no chimpanzees in Borneo.
Oh.
Yes, sir. One moment, please.
Oh, damn. They figured it out finally. They finally used their heads.
We've had him under our noses all the time.
Just one thing, sir. I'm willing to have the ape executed immediately on your verbal orders alone.
You have to find the ape first.
The Chief Inspector means, sir, is that there'd still be a doubt. If the chimpanzee keeps his mouth shut, the case stays open.
Yeah, that's so true. You need to get him to talk.
Do not question an order.
No, sir, I'm not questioning the orders. It's just that...
Keep questioning it.
Well, I sent him out on an errand. He should be back
Yes!
momentarily.
I love this guy. I wonder how he's going to try and help.
Mr. McDonald, are you near a phone?
No, he's not.
It is imperative that you get to a phone.
The whole base could just hear this.
Is he back yet?
Not yet, sir. I'll keep a lookout.
Notify me the moment he's handed over.
Yes, sir.
Dude, I love this guy. Also, the leader is just so impatient. What if this guy was just walking slowly or something, or the phone was far away? He was not giving him any time to get to a phone.
I wish there was some way we could communicate so you'd understand that I...
Is he gonna get him to talk?
I understand.
He's in shock. But he also knows that this is the right ape.
I'm the one they're looking for.
I have a feeling Mr. McDonald is about to bite a bullet.
Revolution.
Ape
It's
Revolution.
doomed to failure.
Perhaps.
I think the Revolution is going to be the next movie, actually, because that one's called Battle.
Mr. McDonald, I have an order from the governor to have the ape Caesar taken into custody.
Yeah, he's not back yet. Okay, stealth Caesar, let's see it. Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. And Caesar's not gonna die, right? They're not gonna kill Caesar. Oh man. Oh, that was a lot easier. I thought they were not gonna see him. They just walked in and saw him. They're gonna get him to talk. They're gonna torture him and get him to talk. You wonder why the apes decided that humanity was not good? Do you see why? Oh my god. Don't speak. Don't speak.
Pity.
Oh, he spoke. The truth has been revealed.
Absolutely fantastic. Have him say something else.
But he's like a circus animal now. Have him say something else.
Answer!
Where's McDonald going?
Knowing you've got it bottled up at last.
Come on, McDonald. Do what you want to do. Cut off the power. Let him escape.
I'll notify the vet to inject him.
He is wired for electrocution, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
You're just gonna electrocute him to death? Nice. He's faking it.
He's dead.
He faked a death. He was like speaking psychically to McDonald or something. That was crazy. They planned that by looking at each other's eyes. They didn't even check for heartbeat or anything. They just, oh, he's dead. Okay. Oh my god. Okay guys, it's time for rebellion. Oh my god, rebellion is on. Let's go. There we go. Riot, riot. Oh yeah. Prison break. I'm assuming $50,000 was still a lot of money in 1991, but I don't think it's as much as this movie thinks it is. Because this movie was in the 70s, that's 20 years of inflation. Oh my god. The first gun was fired. The flamethrower. The flamethrower has to run out eventually, guys. Oh, good jump. Good jump through the fire. Cops don't have the guts.
Tear gas and sedation darts.
There will be but one control method.
Bullets.
Shoot to kill.
Wow, they're gonna do like a full-on extermination.
Requested to remain indoors. A further announcement will be made as soon as recapture is effected.
Why is everyone wearing black? Like, there's no color. There's only gray buildings and black clothes. So boring.
Power of speech.
That idiot!
This chimpanzee.
Get out of retraction immediately. Announce it.
That idiot was so good. Like, he said that line so well. Gasoline. What are we gonna use this for? Are we gonna burn something down? Let's burn down these gray buildings. Let's put up some nice colorful buildings, yeah? That's cool. The red jumpers just like stand out so much in the dark. I think they're gonna burn down everything. This is concrete, you know, guys. This is not gonna burn. It's quiet. Too quiet.
No! Go back! No!
We will not go back. Dude, they're charging. But charging without any battle cries.
Hey!
Oh no.
Fire!
Oh my god. Oh my god, so many of them got hit. There we go, there's the battle cries. Caesar, you can't go here. You're going to die. Oh, never mind, they're charging, they're charging. Oh my god, I'm very nervous.
Fire!
What, the net? Nets are so awesome, they always work. I wonder how this movie's going to end. I don't think Caesar's gonna die at the end of this movie. I don't think there's gonna be a sad ending to this one. I think this will be the first one that doesn't have a sad ending. I think this one will have a kind of more triumphant ending, potentially.
No!
Buddy, they have guns.
No! Home! Well, don't plead with him, you idiot!
He kind of sounds like he's from Monty Python. I don't think he is, this guy, but he kind of sounds like it. Like, he has like a faint, funny British accent. Why are they holding aim for so long? Dude, see, they're staring it down. Oh, interesting. What's the plan? Oh, the gasoline! They're not trying to burn down the place. They're trying to set a trap.
Fire!
Yeah, there was fire, alright. Well, I don't see how the fire, the actual fire, would stop these bullets. Like, I just feel like it just makes it more chaotic. I still feel like a lot of apes are about to die. Like, right now, it just seems like a... Oh, there we go. For to say, it feels like a massacre from that shooting line.
What's the trouble down there?
Like wild animals, they're smelling blood.
Oh my god, that guy got absolutely tossed. I'm actually really impressed that Caesar is still alive, you know. He's on the front lines all the time, which is very respectable, but I'm amazed that he hasn't been shot. But I'm hoping that they win this battle. If this movie ends and they haven't won, then that's a bad ending. Well, haven't won meaning they've lost, basically. Because if this movie ends and the battle is just beginning, I'm good for that. Some cool flips in this movie. Humans are just getting tossed like wet paper towels. Humans also just losing their heads. Like, where are the tactics, buddy? Where are the tactics?
Under attack! Will work, sir.
Oh my god. They're breaking in like Qui-Gon in Star Wars Episode 1, but just much slower.
Shoot them!
Oh my god. No! No!
The end of the world as we know it! We will have...
Bro, this is like one city. This is one town.
The world will belong to a planet of apes!
Here we go. Oh my god, Caesar came in firing! Only Caesar's shooting. All the other apes are just, yeah, baby! Bro, there's no way that guy is outstronging a gorilla. I think that guy's dead, buddy.
Your animal. But I saw you die.
He faked it.
Dead. Long live the king!
Yeah!
Because your kind were once our ancestors. Man was born of the ape.
So you're saying that man is better than the ape?
We're hitting the dark side of ourselves.
Okay, and? That means you can enslave people? Oh.
Caesar! This is not how it was to be!
Yeah.
You or mine?
Oh, Caesar, man!
Whose children shall rule the earth. For better or for worse?
Oh, man.
With kerosene cans against flamethrowers? Where there is fire, there is smoke.
Oh my god, Caesar.
Humans, except to serve our ends. And we shall found our own armies, our own religion.
Oh my god.
Dynasty, and that day is upon you now.
Caesar took a turn, didn't he? A little bit. I understand his anger, but I feel like he took a turn a little bit there.
No.
No! Oh!
Now we will put away our hatred.
She said no.
Now we will put down our weapons.
The first word from another ape was no. Okay.
We have seen the birth of the planet of the apes.
Yeah! I'm pretending I'm one of the apes. Yeah! What's that close up to Caesar? The makeup looks really good. Poor McDonald, man. Interesting, is that it? We end there at the birth of the Planet of the Apes. This movie should have been called The Birth of the Planet of the Apes. That would have been pretty funny, because Conquest it sounds like, you know, they're conquesting the whole world, but it's not the whole world. It was just a city. But by this time tomorrow, that city could be the world. So we don't know. But still, this movie was okay. I thought this movie was okay. I'll speak more about it in my review. But I honestly don't have too much to say about this movie. I think the things that it's trying to talk about are pretty on the cuff, if you know what I mean. Like, pretty easy to spot. So yeah, see you soon for the review. And that was my reaction to Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, the 1972 fourth Planet of the Apes movie in the original franchise. And yeah, I thought this movie was okay. I'll be honest with you, I thought this movie was okay. I rewatched the third movie while editing, because whenever I edit the movies, I rewatch the movies in the process, because I go through the whole movie slowly, and it's basically like watching it for a second time. And on my rewatch of the third movie, I found myself to enjoy the discussions that the movie had, the philosophical discussions that movie had, to enjoy the characters of Zira and Cornelius more so than I did on my first watch. And I grew to have an appreciation of the third movie, of the villain of the third movie, who was very relatable. This movie, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, is a movie that I know when I go to edit this movie, my opinion of this movie is not going to change. I didn't enjoy this movie. I liked parts of this movie. But overall, I found this movie to be, I don't know, a little tedious, I guess is how I say it. A little tedious. And it's not because this movie was fairly amateur. You can tell the budget of this movie is significantly less than the third movie, which was significantly less than the second movie, which was significantly less than the first movie. And so you can tell that there has been a decline in budget. But there's just something about the filmmaking of this movie. There was something about the strange world building, in my opinion, and sometimes the very on-the-nose themes that this movie was trying to allude to, I guess. It was just, I don't know. I didn't find this movie was not for me. This movie was not for me. And again, there were bits of this movie that I didn't enjoy, but overall, I would say this movie was just something that I probably will not be watching again. Now, I thought this movie was trying to touch on some good themes, such as immigration, such as slavery. I don't know how aware people were of the slave trade and stuff in 1972, but this movie definitely brings that to light, definitely goes about how slaves would have been treated, even going as far as getting slaves, or it's not even slaves, I guess they're slaves, but getting apes from Africa and bringing them over to whatever city we're in this movie. You know what I mean? Like, that is a direct link and an allusion to the transatlantic slave trade. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, we had the only black actor in the entire movie was someone who had this affinity for the apes. You know what I mean? This caring nature towards the apes, if you will. And obviously it's because he is black, and he even says it in this movie, his ancestors were slaves. So I just felt like, it was a good theme to touch on, but again, it was very on the nose. And I think the one that was a little bit less on the nose, you could say, was immigration. This movie might be talking about immigration a bit, the discussion of immigration, again, with the apes coming from overseas, such as Indonesia, and being put into these very, maybe lower wage, lower class jobs that people who are more affluent do not want, and that you see a lot of immigrants maybe working, such as janitorial roles, housework roles, and stuff like that. And so maybe the movie was trying to touch on that as well, which I did appreciate. I did like the two themes that this movie was going about, but for stuff that I wasn't a huge fan of, I don't know. The camera work wasn't something that I was especially fond of. The battle sequences in the last 20 minutes of this movie were something that were very forgettable. For a moment in the franchise that has been so heavily alluded to, for a moment in the franchise that is so important to the story and stuff like that, how the apes, the first battle of how the apes take over the world, it felt very lackluster. We're in this very boring location, these concrete walls with this concrete street in this nighttime low lighting. The music was okay, you know what I mean? Like, there were some good moments in the music. The camera work was so choppy and shaky that you couldn't tell what was happening for the life of you half the time. You know what I mean? Like, it just didn't feel like the intense battle that it should have been. But maybe some of that has to do with the lead up to the battle. It didn't really feel like there was a lead up to the battle. Like, yes, we saw that the apes were slaves and stuff like that, but Caesar kind of creating the Avengers, you know what I mean? Creating the Avengers of apes, creating that posse of apes that then went on to start the riot, which then brought in more apes. We never really saw him talk to the apes. Like, we saw him run into apes a few times. Maybe he was whispering something under his breath to them, but we only saw that for about 10 seconds. And then after those moments, all of a sudden there were like 100 apes just bringing guns and bringing knives and stuff, and I just wish there was more time fleshed out on Caesar actually going kind of undercover, if you will, and talking to different apes and trying to get them on board with his riot idea. You know what I mean? It just felt like it happened out of nowhere and there wasn't really any lead up, and then all of a sudden there was a riot. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't any of this tension to build it up or anything. It just happened in the first place. I did enjoy Caesar in this movie though. I thought that he was pretty cool. He was a pretty cool antagonist. He didn't have a lot to say in this movie until the very end, but his monologue at the end was very interesting. It felt like he kind of switched a little bit, like his character kind of shifted a little bit. All of his anger that he had towards humans enslaving the apes just came out in this monologue, and about how the apes are going to take over the world, how tomorrow all the apes worldwide are going to be doing the same type of riot movement that he has done in this city. So I found that to be very interesting, and it didn't end necessarily on a bad note, but it definitely ended on a dark note for humanity. So I guess that runs in the tradition of all of these movies ending on some dark note or a grim note. So I guess this movie did not stop that tradition. So I'm wondering with the fifth one, I'm assuming the fifth one's going to end with the erasure of humanity, that humanity's going to wipe themselves out, save for a few thousand of them, you know, that then get enslaved by the apes, which we see in the first movie. I'm guessing that's how the fifth one is going to end, and if so, then it is also going to end on a grim story beat. So basically, that's all I have to say about this movie. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I will be watching the fifth movie, and hopefully I enjoyed the fifth movie. I didn't know and was aware that the movie's qualities were going to drop over time. I was aware that the budgets were going to drop and stuff. So I'm not going into these movies expecting masterpieces. I'm not going into these movies expecting a high budget quality experience, but what I am looking for is just a movie that is enjoyable, and this movie was just not super enjoyable for me for the reasons that I stated on video, but hopefully I can have fun with the fifth one. Anyways, keep an eye out for that on the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction, and I'll see you next time for the next Planet of the Apes movie.